as we'll see a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Gordon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mids offense will take the field for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think...
There he goes! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Goes to the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, midshipmen. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got the first down. Ripping through the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Sends it back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the outside. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds a little space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mids are always going to have a threat to run it at quarterback, whether it's Ricky Dobbs or Kaiponua Kaheaku and Hata.
And in those guys, what do they all have in common? When you play quarterback at Navy, you got to be able to make a lot of decisions on every single play. Make them fast and make the right ones.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
29 Philly.
Here's the handoff.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down on this defense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Try to get it to the edge. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He'll heave it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Navy offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Navy.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis.
Set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The option look. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. On the option. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Booker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, it's 3rd and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Flips it out to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Navy will go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock removed. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. On the option. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Navy.
Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. Navy gets a field goal out of the drive.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Running to Green. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Come on, set. There you go.
Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Tulane right back to the line.
16-yard line. And that's a first down.
He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
On the set.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 10 in the end zone.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go block.